Miss Gideon here. I want to show you how to do two of your practice problems. So if you're watching this video, you're going to get two of the answers. So first of all, I want to remind you of the rules. I've got a negative here and a positive. Remember, if I don't see it, it's a positive number. So if I remember my rules, I know that my answer is going to be negative. So I'm just going to put, I know it's going to be a negative. So right now, I know that answer, so I'm going to ignore the signs. And I'm going to do the long division. Long division with decimals. Inside the box, 163.5. Outside the divisor, 1.5. Remember, the first thing you do is get a whole number on the outside here. So I got to get rid of that decimal that's with it. And in order to do that, I move it one place to the right. And what I'm really doing is multiplying it by 10. But if I do that to the outside, I also have to do it to the inside. So now I'm going to put my decimal straight up. So there's where my decimal is going to be. So let me continue on with the problem. All right, I'm going to rewrite it because I like things neater. So I'm going to rewrite it as 15 divided by 1,635. All right, so start the division process. I look at the number 15, and I see how many times 15 will go in 1. Well, it won't. How many times will it go into 16 without going over? It'll go in 1 time, so I put the 1 above the 6. Then I take the 1, and I multiply it by the 15, and I put my answer here. So 1 times 15 is 15. So take a time if you didn't understand that. Rewind this and do this again. All right. So I did that. Now, if you remember long division, now I do my subtraction. 6 take away 5 is 1. And then 1 take away 1 is 0. So I don't have to worry about that. Then I bring down the next number, 13. Now this is important. Looking at the 15, right? You're seeing how many times 15 will go in the number 13. Well, it can't. Remember, 15 is bigger, so I need to make sure I put a 0 up above the 3 because 15 won't go into it. And then I'm going to go ahead and bring down the next number, which is the 5. So I just extend the line, bring down the number, 135. So now I need to look at the 15 and see how many times 15 will go into 135. Now, I am not a genius, so I can't tell you off the top of my head. So I'm going to go ahead and try some numbers to see how many times 15 will go into 135 without going over. So this is a trial and error part. So I'm going to go ahead and try 5 times. So 5 times 5 is 25. Carry the 2. 5 times 1 is 5 plus 2 is 75. So that one, 5 isn't large enough. 75 is way smaller than 135. So I'm going to go times 9. 9 times 5 is 45. Carry the 4. 9 times 1 is 9 plus 4. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So that works. So I put a 9 here. And then 9 times 15 is 135. 135 take away 135 is 0. So in this particular case, let me get rid of that. I have negative 163 and 5/10 divided by 1 and 5/10 equals a negative, because remember I already determined that, 109. That's your answer to problem 2.